There's been another arrest this morning. A woman has now been linked to the murder of a well-known Florida couple. Bird and Melanie Billings were shot dead last week in the home they filled with a dozen adopted special needs children. CBS News correspondent Terrell Brown is in Pensacola with the latest. Terrell, good morning.
And Maggie, good morning to you. It is a case that continues to take several twists and turns. CBS News has confirmed this morning that federal agencies are now investigating.
I have no knowledge of any DEA investigation involving the Billings murders.
The sheriff disavowed knowledge, but the DEA confirmed they are working the case and have been from the start. Their interest, possible drugs and money laundering. They won't say who may have been involved.
The complexity of this case is staggering.
5 of the 7 male suspects have prior records, with convictions ranging from misdemeanors to drug offenses. The 8th suspect, Pamela Long Wiggins, arrested yesterday in Alabama. She is the first woman charged and the only one not on the Billings property the day of the robbery murder. She may have personal ties to the alleged mastermind of the attack, Leonard Patrick Gonzalez Jr. CBS News found this marriage license from December. The bride's name is Pam Long Wiggins, and one of her witnesses, an L. Patrick Gonzalez. Like Gonzalez, Wiggins had money troubles.
I know that the mortgage company is also foreclosing on her condominium unit.
And this morning, a new picture of the victims and their own financial situation is emerging. Court documents from 2008 show the couple sued their own son, Michael, for child support after they took in his daughter, their granddaughter, in 2006. They also asked for $50,000 worth of life insurance on the then 18-year-old girl, with themselves as beneficiaries.
I get the strong sense that there was a financial issue here for the Billings, that they may have been living way above their means or their stated income.
A viewing for the slain couple will be held later on today. Funeral services will be held tomorrow. Maggie?
CBS's Terrell Brown. Thanks, Terrell. Joining us now from Pensacola is Sheriff David Morgan. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
This morning you have an 8th suspect in custody, a woman. Do you believe that everyone involved in planning or committing this crime is now in custody?
Sadly, no, we do not. We have 2 additional persons of interest that we are discussing at great length. Of course, I and my staff will be delving into that further today in consultations with the state attorney's office. But again, sadly, no, we do not feel that this is the end.
Without getting into detail, can you tell us if it's possible that this was a murder made to look like a robbery?
No. No, I can tell you definitively that robbery was a motive. It was one of the primary reasons for entering that home.
Sheriff, is there any indication that the victims in this crime were in financial trouble?
As I stated yesterday, Maggie, we have not investigated the Billings family. The focus of this investigation was the murder of the Billings family and those individuals that, of course, are involved either centrally to this or on the periphery. So we're getting questions about the Billings family and their background, and we're not prepared to discuss that because, again, it was not the focus of our investigation.
Will it become the focus of your investigation in light of what you've learned?
I do not anticipate that. That only occurs in my line of work when we get people that complain, come down and file a formal complaint with us or with the state attorney's office. And then, of course, that's the first phase that initiates an investigation with law enforcement. And we've received no such complaints at this time.
And finally, Sheriff, what can you tell us about the DEA's involvement in this investigation?
Well, I believe that may have been a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. Again, I do not speak for federal agencies, and they don't speak for me, by the way. I would never discuss that if I had any knowledge of that, but I can state unequivocally that I have no knowledge of the Drug Enforcement Agency being involved with our case or involved in anything on the periphery of it. Again, that's their purview, not mine.
Sheriff David Morgan, as always, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.